I'm Ashton Addison from Blockwest Capital for Investment Pitch Media, and today on the Crypto Coin Show we have Maria Mileo, the Biz Dev Director of the 2022 Metaverse and the Alter Ego Project. Maria, welcome to the show, and thank you for taking the time. I'm really excited to dive into your team's Metaverse and the Alter Ego Project and NFTs, and I would love to just start by kicking off our conversation by just getting a high-level overview on the 2022 Metaverse project, what your team's been working on, and Alter Ego.
Thank you, Ashton. Thank you for having me. First of all, I would like to make a brief introduction of our company. So we are the architects, and we're working in this field for 20 years. And we've delivered and we've created and implemented a lot of projects of really high level. It's mostly like mansions, hotels, so different types, either commercials and private. What we are doing, the project that we're working right now is our 2022 Metaverse, and it's really a unique idea that we created as architects because we are inspired of masterpieces that have been created by our ancestors, and we would really love to make something new, something to back up all the things that we have, all the masterpieces that we have on this earth, and to showcase it to people. So that's how we came to this idea. And as for you mentioned our collection, it's going to be the first step. So it's like a key to our metaverse. And to introduce this collection, we actually made the performance that perhaps you've heard about. And this performance is, well, a bit audacious, I know. But still, we had, you know what is going on the market, and it was kind of allegory of what is happening of this crypto winter and the crash that the market is suffering right now. Unfortunately, well, we all witnessed it. But what we want to do is we want to create something brand new.
Very exciting, Maria. And I did read in the Bitcoin news about this performance that the Alter Ego Project released and in Venice, and this collection called Memento Mori. So maybe you can just talk more about the performance and the NFTs around Memento Mori.
Yes, of course. So it took place in one of the palazzo of Venice, and it was, well, I guess the viewers would better watch it on YouTube, because so we have it, we've shooted it, so we have the video from it. But just briefly, so we actually made the funerals of the constant crypto market, of the current crypto market, and we wanted to announce it not like something like, you know what Memento Mori means. So you should always remember, yes, that the life has an end, but it's a new life that is going to come after that, and that was actually the main idea of this performance. So yes, our market in general is really tired of all this scam and hype, and the problem is that all the recent NFT collections, they had nothing behind them. So it's just like small digital images, and they're not even art pieces. So they can't be seen as real art. We see this crisis, and we want to bring something that has true value, which will actually, well, revive the market.
Yeah, no, I think that's actually a great analogy for Momento Mori, for the death of what the NFT market hype was, and sort of bring in the arrival of NFTs 2.0 and more value, and expanding out to other industries that actually have real world use cases for tokenization of NFTs to bring value to those industries. I feel like this is something that's in the works, and I've talked to a few different companies about NFTs 2.0 and actually driving value with NFTs, and not just having profile pictures of animals, which can only last so long. So I agree with you there.
Only animals.
Now, what do you think, Maria, is needed to revive the NFT market and grow it beyond what it has ever been?
Well, I really hope that we will come back to what the NFT were supposed to be. So it's kind of ownership of the digital assets. And now, as it has nothing behind it, just they're blown from the air. So it's nothing, and it won't cost anything after, I don't know, some months. So they are just creating some stories around it, but there's nothing solid. There's nothing solid underneath. Mm-hmm. That's why what we see like solution is creating real NFT collections and metaverses that will have some real projects. So that will bring something to the society, that will have a product, a service, and not just small image.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. And what I find super fascinating about your team's project is that you're kicking it off with a performance in Venice, this Memento Mori performance. I have not heard of that, of any crypto blockchain related project doing a performance in Venice. Sounds super fascinating. What was the reasoning behind doing a performance?
Thank you for this question. Well, actually, the point is that it's not a coincidence, of course, because unfortunately, as everybody knows, Venice is sinking, and it's really endangered. And we actually have office in Venice, and we witness it every day, the decay of our beloved city, and it's a sorrow, and it's just a peak of the iceberg, because with all these natural disasters, with all the wars that are happening around the world, just to mention the latest one in Syria, when we actually lost for the next for our children, even our children won't manage to see this magnificent monuments of Palmyra, of the one of the ancient cities. So it's devastating, actually. So it's really sorrowful that we are losing all these masterpieces, and that's why we actually thought this as creating some how can we solve this problem? Unfortunately, we personally can't stop wars. We can't stop disasters happening around us. But what we can do is to preserve it and to in some place in our digital world. And to be able then to showcase it to our children, to the future generations. Mm-hmm. That was the main idea. And actually, when designing our metaverse, we were really inspired by the ancient area of Lule, which is in the northern western part of the Saudi Arabia. And as you know, perhaps, there is like this famous ancient city of Falkar, and it's actually one of the monuments included in UNESCO fund, and under the patronage of UNESCO, it's now from even before that. Anyway, so it really inspired us to create the landscapes of our metaverse, and we hope that it will look beautiful for the people who are coming.
Mm-hmm. Very interesting. Also, that you mentioned Saudi Arabia. There's been a lot of news recently surrounding Saudi Arabia, and that they're creating the most metaverse jobs of any country, and they're really focused on having people work in the metaverse, in the future. So, sort of tying in your team's metaverse to there sounds like a good idea. Do you see, is that part of the reasoning that we're sort of seeing it in the news on why you're focused around Saudi Arabia?
Well, yes, you're quite right, because what we see now, that Saudi Arabia is one of the most developing countries nowadays, and with the Saudi Vision 2030, the program of the reforms for the country that they're developing is actually really in tune with what we are looking into. We are looking into the future, so we want to create something that will last really long, and that's what they're doing. They're actually developing technologies, the Web 3.0, and they're into innovations. They are, and at the same time, they are into preserving the heritage that they have already. So it's kind of really in tune with our mission. That's why we thought Saudi Arabia can be real custodian of our metaverse, and we have several negotiations with the local government. So hopefully we'll do something together. Interesting.
And what does that mean for Saudi Arabia to be a custodian of your metaverse?
Well, we, the mission of our metaverse is going to be to preserve, to educate, to unite, and so we see our community, the community that we're going to build in this metaverse, as people who care, like-minded people, and creative geniuses, and innovators, entrepreneurs, and people who want to develop this new world together with us, and to preserve the heritage, the cultural heritage that we already have. So that's why it kind of coincides with what we're doing now.
Yeah, that's really cool to utilize the functionality of metaverses and NFT collections to preserve heritage and not just create digital apes. So with, obviously metaverse is an ever expanding open world, and there's infinite possibilities of what you can do. What is the way that people will be able to gain access to the 2022 metaverse?
Well, first of all, we've prepared the NFT collection. This NFTs, they're going to be the keys to the entrance of our metaverse. And we started actually the questioning, and to build this proper community, because the first people who will come to our metaverse, they're very important for us, because they're going to be the one who will develop it actually together with us. So that's why we wanted them to be really knowledgeable and who are in tune with our mission. So that's why we started this quest.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so the NFT collections are actually keys to entering the metaverse. Now, how difficult is it to get an NFT key? Is that limited edition, or how can they access that?
Yes, it's actually limited edition. Well, is it difficult? It always depends, but I think it's not that difficult. So everybody can post this tasks and can solve these puzzles. But still, if you have like some doubts or if you have some difficulties, we always send the hints so that one can really solve them using their knowledge and intuition as well.
Okay, so this mixes it up a little bit. Normally, getting access to NFT collection, you just have to wait on the whitelist or something. But in this case, you're saying you have to solve puzzles and quests. What can you tell me about? Is this yet to be announced, or what kind of puzzles will people need to solve to get access to the collection?
Well, there are going to be several stages, and it's not that long. Don't worry. And still, I can give you one hint as we are now live. So we were using the Fibonacci sequence. So that must help.
Yeah, that makes sense. Very cool. And what else can you tell us about the metaverse, or can we see for people that don't have access of what it's going to look like?
Well, actually, I have something to show you, and it's going to be something that nobody has seen so far. So we didn't showcase it in neither our website or our social media. So be ready.
Okay.
And here we go. So just brief introduction. What could you do in our metaverse? And first of all, you can use the largest museum of masterpieces, and it will going to feature collections from all the main, the world-renowned universities. Oh, sorry, museums. Not universities, but this is the next one to come, actually, because we will have the lecture hall for 100,000 people, where we're going to have the lectures from the top-ranked universities. Cool. So, apart from educational part, we're going to have UNESCO Hall with the exhibition of all the masterpieces, all the landmarks, the main landmarks that are under the patronage of UNESCO. And of course, it's just the one part of our metaverse. Of course, we'll have the entertainment part, where people can gather, so you can throw a splendid party, or you can go to a concert hall for to watch some show. Or, for example, you can meet with your friends for a cup of coffee. There will be some power sports, and you can go shopping, of course. And actually, we have a lot to come. So we have like leading design companies, they're going to be headquarters of different companies and banks. We're going to have art galleries and even yacht clubs. So really, we have a lot of ideas. And hopefully we'll manage to make all of them live. Well, actually, you just should go to our website, then you can check something else.
Definitely, yeah. No, that sounds really exciting. It looked like you guys are using Unreal Engine or something, the technology underlying to build the metaverse.
Well, yes, now we're working with Unreal Engine 4, but then we're going to shift to Unreal Engine 5. And the technologies, that they're developing. So, and we are looking forward to the avant-garde technologies that are going to come as well. And we as architects, for us, is very important what people will see in our metaverse, what experience they will have. Because unfortunately now we don't have nothing like that. So it's some boring pictures. So you seem like in a desert, and it's nothing that will cherish your view. I don't know. So it's kind of, I don't know. Personally, I don't like going there. But we want to create something really, really different. So we want people to come to our metaverse and enjoy the scene. It's so relevant because well, we know that technologies are very important. That's why we have like our department of programmers that are going to do it all. But still, we also have the creative part, and which is the thing for us really important, because technology alone is not enough. You need to have like really something that will that you must feel at home, because that is the idea of all this virtual reality, that you can feel it. But if you see this boring picture, you're like, I better go outside. I have like a magnificent view. And in this case, we are going to create something really extraordinary, because we have a wide experience in development as well. Our main knowledge is that to construct something, you first need to make the master plan in order to realize how it will look like in Broadway. And then you need step by step, you need to consider what will be the sequence of all the construction points. Only in this case you'll manage to create something really well organized and functional as well. So beautiful and functional. That's what we are creating in real world, and that's what we want to create in virtual world.
Beautiful. Love it, Maria. I'm looking forward to seeing how it all gets built out, and I'll definitely follow along for the NFT collections and the keys. For the viewers, what is the best way for them to learn about the NFT collection and make sure that they can get a hold of the keys?
Well, we have our website, of course. So it's like 2022.io. And then we have a broadcast of our social media. So we have Twitter, we have Discord, Instagram, so YouTube channel, of course, where we showcase our videos. And also you can visit the website of our architectural bureau. And you can also find us in the list of the awards, the architecture and interior design awards, because we've won a lot of them so far. And we were featuring in Forbes and different other magazines. So yes,
okay,
we're
cool.
pretty famous.
Awesome, that's great. I will leave the link to the website and the social links as well in the description, just to make it easy for the viewers. Thank you, Maria, for coming on and sharing the story. And I'm looking forward to seeing more of the metaverse. That was a great little glimpse that we got of it there. Please, let's follow up in the near future when there's more updates. And thank you so much for the time.
Thank you very much.